Meimi. Meimi Mume! It's time to move! Hello everybody, and welcome to today's story time. I am your host, Majokko Meimi. 50% sassy, 50% sleepy, 100% sure to flub all the songs today. Little foot telling witch from GlitchStars, the virus, and Yu-Gi-Oh enthusiast. Today, I will be telling you the story of Yu-Gi-Oh! The abridged in musical song format, maybe, if you're lucky. Everyone knows the story of young Yugimoto. Is that correct? But do you know the story of his Yami counterpart? Well, this is the story of how everyone forgot the true name of the King of Games, even himself. Long ago, in around 1000 or 3000 BC, depending on if you're Japanese or for kids, the hottest new game since kicking rocks in the sand had just been invented: shadow games! Using ancient magic, magicians could arbitrarily summon evil creatures to attack each other. Isn't that fun? Unfortunately, a lot of people died to this and people got carried away and competitive. So during these incredibly peaceful, completely not man-made times, there came to reign a pharaoh. But before the pharaoh really came to reign, what was it like being in Egypt? I don't know. Maybe let's sing this song to find out. All the old paintings on the tomb, they do the sand dance, don't you know? If you move too quick away, oh, they're falling down like a domino. All the bars are men by the Nile, they got the money on the bet. All the crocodiles away, oh, they snap their feet and your cigarette. Pouring ties with the hookup pipe, say way, oh, way, oh, way, oh, way, oh. Walk like an Egyptian. Blonde waitresses take their trays to spin around, then they cross the floor. They've got the moves, oh way, oh, you drop your drink, then they bring you more. All the school kids so sick of books, they like the punk and the metal bands. When the buzzer rings, oh way, oh, they walk in like a gypsy. And all the kids in the marketplace say way, oh, way, oh, way, oh, way, oh. Walk like an Egyptian. Slide your feet up the street, bend your back, shift your arm, then you pull it back. Life is hard, you know, oh way, oh, so strike a pose on a Cadillac. If you want to find all the cops, they're hanging out in the donut shop. They sing and dance, oh way, oh, they spin the clubs, cruise down the block. All the Japanese with their yen, the party boys call the Kremlin. And the Chinese know, oh way, oh, they walk the line like a gypsy. And all the cops in the donut shop say way, oh, way, oh, way, oh, way, oh. Walk like an Egyptian. Walk like an Egyptian. So, among these very fun and turbulent and extremely historically accurate times, there lived our starring character. But we don't know his name yet. He will be unnamed because this is a plot point. Now, at the young age of only 16, you would think he had a sweet deal, right? Well, you see, there was only a teensy-eensy, like, minor problem, just like a non-issue, really, when he was inheriting the throne from his father, because of his father's legacy. You see, the pharaoh before him, in all his great wisdom, in order to seal away the evil of the shadow games for good, which were getting quite out of hand at this point, he created what was known as the Millennium Items. 7 super powerful, super cursed artifacts, only at the cost of 99 lives. That's right, a whole village just nuked to the ground, but like really just a small sacrifice, right? And also because good people do nothing wrong ever. All 99 of those villagers were evil. Anyway, yeah, really. Don't worry about it, they were evil. Anyway, unfortunately, this did make a lot of people angry, and someone may have summoned a super evil, angry Lord of Darkness named Zork, who unfortunately no one takes really seriously, because he suffers from having the most unserious name ever, Zork. Seriously? Anyway, before it was too late, the pharaoh, now that he has ascended, goes into his tomb, which they made for him, before he died. This was a very important Egyptian plot point as well. He already had a tomb, he didn't die yet. 16, by the way. They're planning early. He is forced to seal Zork away with all of his magical Egyptian powers, ? And then, in order for no one to ever undo the spell, he decides to erase his own memory and everyone's memory of his existence. Dun, 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 dun. And that is how his name became sealed away forever with Mr. Zork. All of his preparations, however, have no match for history's greatest hoarders, the British. A little bit of tomb raiding later, somehow a Japanese grandpa gets his hands on the Millennium Puzzle. That's right. And it takes all that ancient magic in the Millennium Puzzle to get his grandson Yugimoto a friend. And with a little body possession to play a children's card game, the rest is history. But of course, now the story starts. Not to be outdone by the British, the Americans joined the ring. That's right, Pegasus was American. I don't know how. Maximilian Pegasus has found a way to turn the Shadow Games into a marketable toy. Now, playing a children's card game can cause you bodily injuries at the same time. Wonderful. Like capitalism, ho. So he kidnaps them all into his millionaire island to legally rob them, because he wants the Millennium Items. Meanwhile, ex-Pharaoh, now known as Yami Yugi, has taken advantage of this to shadow realm just a couple of people. Like, non-issue, really. It's okay, they were also evil. Like, everyone he does this to is also evil, especially this guy. Yeah, very, very evil. So he meets Kaiba, who is also actually a reincarnation of his old buddy and rival, and pretty much everyone else significant and who knows how to, like, play dual monsters with or without cheating is also a reincarnation. They're also Egyptian, okay? Just so you know. Not his Japanese friends. That's why they're not good at dual monsters. They're not a reincarnation of Egyptian. They don't got the Egyptian blood. Also, interestingly enough, Kaiba is the only person who knows how to play dual monsters without using a Millennium Item to cheat. Instead, he uses his money to cheat. Anyway, back to mind crushing. Am I right? By the way, this is official merch. This is an official
like piece of Yu-Gi-Oh art. I just want you to know that. I just chilling. Yay, mind crushing! Yay, Shadow Games! And then a little Sing King. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Be careful making wishes in the dark. Can't be careful that they share their mark. And besides, in the meantime, I'm just dreaming of tearing you apart. I'm in the details when the devils of the world can never get me on my level. I got you out of the cage. Lover's rage, I don't need a spark to ignite. My songs know what you did in the dark. So light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, up, up. I'm on fire. Light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, up, up. I'm on fire. Oh, 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 oh. Riders keep running what they fight when we're then pretty vain in the. I've got scars from tomorrow, and I wish you could see that you're antidote for everything except for me. A constellation of your tears on your lashes, burning everything you love and burn the ashes. In the end, everything collides. My childhood's back out the mustard that you see. My songs know what you did in the dark. So light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, up, up. I'm on fire. Light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, up, up. I'm on fire. Oh, 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 oh. My songs know what you did in the dark. My songs know what you did in the dark. So light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, up, up. I'm on fire. Light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, up, up. I'm on fire. Whoa, whoa, oh, 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 whoa. Yippee! Shadow Games! The Shadow Realm is definitely a real place. It is not invented to scare children. But it's effectively the same as dying. Don't tell 4 kids that. Anyway, because spoilers alert, Yu-Gi-Oh literally means king of games. Yugi understandably wins this title through cheating, but you know everyone else is cheating, so it's fine. However, news of this victory does reach back all the way to Egypt, because they love their animes, and the other Millennium item holders are not happy. You see, originally there was this family known as the Ishtars, who were in charge of being the guardian of the Pharaoh's tomb. A job which I would say they're pretty bad at, since might I remind you, the tomb was raided several times and most of the Egyptian items are like gone. Anyway, socially isolated from childhood, Merrick Ishtar develops a split personality from going outside one time when he was 10, and child abuse. Yeah, instead of, I don't know, making another tablet or whatever, they chose body mutilation to store important information. And due to this, he blames everything on the pharaoh that he never met and started brainwashing people. The obvious conclusion: to take over the world so he can get back at the pharaoh is complicated. Child abuse. Anyway, his sister Shizu tells him like, no, don't do that, drop that. It doesn't work. So obviously, she also goes to another person with money and bribes Kaiba to hold a tournament in order to draw all the people who are the strongest duelists, give them god cards, and fight each other. What could go wrong, right? The strongest monster cards on the earth. Da, 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 da. The god cards. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the body mutilation tattooing they did to like a 10-year-old question mark. I don't know. Again, once again, like there's you could just make another tablet. I don't know. Anyway, our most beloved god cards from left to right. Oh, actually no, from right to left, we have Obelisk, the Tormentor, known for named after, you know, the great towering stone monuments in Egypt. The Winged Dragon of Ra, named after the Egyptian sun god. And finally, Slifer, the executive producer, because the lore is that some 4Kids producer just got to name a card after him. In Japanese, it's O-Series. The more you know. Yeah. So, greatest, strongest cards on Earth, I guess, you know. They like go to space sometimes in the movies. That part is not important, I don't think. So, we gotta sing about it. God, 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 God. This is what you came for. Blood on the gamer. Everybody dropping like rainfall. This is your moment. Eyes on the pulpit. Kid, I think church just opened. And they're singing your praises. La la la. Screaming your name out. La la la. One more step, you're immortal now. Cause once you play God, once you play God, they're gonna crumble one by one. Then we gonna ride right into the sun, like it's the day my kingdom come. Baby, we're God, 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 God. God, 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 God. Welcome to the big show. Next on the ladder, is it your name in the rafters? Brief moment of silence. Bad guy woke up and chose violence. And they're singing my praises. La la la. Screaming my name out. La la la. This is why we're immortal now. Cause once you play God, once you play God, they're gonna crumble one by one. Then we're gonna ride right into the sun, like it's the day my kingdom come. Baby, we're God, 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 God. Yeah, we're God, 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 God. I'm on my knees praying for glory. Anyone read this underdog story? I can't lose myself again. Help me raise this heart. Heart unbreakable. One by one, now we gonna ride right into the sun, like it's the day my kingdom come. Once you play God, once you play God, they're gonna crumble one by one. Then we gonna ride right into the sun, like it's the day my kingdom come. Baby, we're God, 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 God. Yeah, we're God, 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 God. God, 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 God. Yeah, we're God, 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 God. And then once they play the god cards, yeah, it's more or less over. I mean, there's like a little bit of a tic-tac-toe going on. You know, apparently Ra is supposed to be better than the other two. And the evil guy Merrick had Ra, but you know, from the power of cheating, anything can happen. The moral of the story. Play gambling, kids. Anyway, unfortunately, Merrick's cheating had nothing on plot armor. That is the heart of the cards. And so, his good side overcame his own evil side. Boo, lame. And we sent his evil side to the Shadow Realm, where he's never to be seen of again. But, important point. Now that good Merrick has revealed his tattoo and the meaning of it, and we definitely... No, actually, nobody can read hieroglyphs, so I don't really know what the point of that is. The point was that now the Pharaoh realizes he's not just some weird ghost of a 16-year-old teenager inhabiting a Japanese schoolboy. No, he actually had a past. And quite unfortunately for everyone involved, learning his past was the only way to stop what Merrick has started. Because he has now inspired one, this guy over here, that little white guy. Yeah, the guy that, like, nobody took seriously. He's also evil, and he also wants to take over the world now. It's his turn, you know. So, now, Yami Yugi needs to go and retrieve his memories in order to stop Mr. Zork, sorry, the ultimate Lord of Darkness or whatever, from being revived. And the easiest way to do it is to go back into his memories. Go into the memory world. Wow, there's a shadow realm. There's a memory world, right? Unfortunately, evil Bakura also realizes, hey, why don't just follow him into his memories and simply change the past so the Pharaoh never wins? Can the Pharaoh recall his own name and overpower the ancient evil once more? By the way, this is evil Bakura. You know the little one plot point, the one plot point where we killed 99 people? Yeah, he was the 100th person. He kind of survived. He's a little bit angry that his village got massacred because everyone was evil, including him, and that's why he's going eviler. Who would have guessed that had repercussions? Anyway, super epic showdown time ago. It's now or never, I've got to make my decision. This time it could be my moment. Is this a mirage or a chance to fulfill my mission? And drive them, the last days in a lost town. A heartbeat for 10 men, oasis in the cinch land. I'm keeping the balance, but I'm standing on a razor's edge now. Move quick or my life is over. One strike, just faint, then I'm out of his field of vision. Don't ask why I'm ready, but I'm ready to strike him down now. A chance at a new start, there's no time for indecision. A river in the dry land, the last days in a lost town. When the hope of new beginnings burned our feet, now we needed a heartbeat for 10 men, oasis in a cinch land. Remind us what we're here for, creating new life, creating rivers in the desert.
My heart is furnace, at its helen, my world of conflict. One goal is what keeps me going. Take back what I lost to the bosses of greed and fear, yeah. Don't ask why I'm ready, but I'm ready to take them down now. The time for a new start is constantly drawing nearer. A river in the dry land, the last days in a lost hand. When the hope of new beginnings burned our feet, now we needed a heartbeat for a tin man. Oasis in a cinch land, remind us what we're here for. Creating new life, creating rivers in the desert. And a drop of water's all I need. Gotta clear my head of anger and greed. Eyes to refresh heart and mind. Can I find some time? And rivers in a dry land, last days in a lost hand. The hope of new beginnings burn our feet. Now we needed a heartbeat for a tin man. Oasis in a cinch land, find us what we're here for. Creating new life, creating rivers in the desert. Super epic battles later, and we get the Pharaoh's real name is it's Bird, Loaf of Bread, Reed Bird, and Bigger Bird. Oh wow, that's a really big reveal. Thankfully, the Pharaoh just like intuitively can read hieroglyphs, so it doesn't spell something close to Atem. His real name is Atem! Oh my god, that's the biggest reveal since Darth Vader. With all of the knowledge of his past now, he is able to summon the very last god card, creator of the god of light, Karaoke. With a very, very simple summoning condition of sacrificing every single god card to summon it and just insta-win the game, which hasn't been created since, you know, they tore up and threw away Exodia. Remember that Exodia? Yeah, he was like one episode. Anyway, Karaoke now defeats Zork once and for all, and the day is saved. At least until the next country's evil gods come a-calling, but that is in a different season. His role fulfilled. Now both Yugis, and this is what Atem means, by the way. This is loaf of bread, and that's a reed. I thought it was like a knife, but it is in fact a reed. Both Yugis are now doing their final showdown because Yami Yugi, now knowing himself as Atem, realizes he is a ghost and wants to go back to the Egyptian afterlife where he belongs to hand Yugi back his life of being a teenager. He doesn't even want to be a duelist, by the way. He wants to go do something else in life. Throw it all away, why don't you? Anyway, despite having every single god card in the game, Atem somehow loses to the boy that was basically being backseated by him the entire time. This is extremely believable. This is how Duel Monsters works. Anyway, this also causes Kaiba to get so depressed that he kind of creates a special
machine that sends himself to travel to the Egyptian afterlife to duel the pharaoh once again. And he does this by like contemplating in a space elevator. But that's also a story for another time. And with that, the story of Atem Yami Yugi, the pharaoh, the 16-year-old boy who forgot his name and remembered it all over again, is nicely wrapped up. What a Disney story, isn't that right? Nobody aside from 99 souls and every single person that was banished to the Shadow Realm and some divisive personalities and also evil monsters were harmed in the making and creation of this. Subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. It will definitely be very wholesome and definitely not be rage-inducing, and we will be cheating. Thank you all for coming to today's musical experience. If you enjoyed it, come to next time where we describe how the... Honestly, I'm not like really sure what's going on in GX, but I'm sure we can sing about it. Thank you! Atem Meimi!
Majokko Meimi.
Honestly, I could sing another song though. We have like 4 minutes. Do you want to sing another song?
Majokko
We could
Meimi.
sing another song until we raid. How about that? Okay. Yugioh! Sing King once more. They say what we are what we are, but we don't have to be. I'm bad behavior, but I do it in the best way. I'll be the watcher of the eternal flame. I'll be the guard dog of all your favorite dreams. Ooh, I am the sand in the bottle, the hourglass, glass. Ooh, I try to picture me without you, but I can't. 'Cause we could be immortals, immortals. Just not for long, me forever now and pull blackout curtains down. Just not for long, we could be immortals, 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 immortals. Sometimes the only payoff for having any faith is when it's tested and tested again every day. I'm still comparing your past to my future. It might be your wounds, but they're my sutures. Ooh, I am the sand in the bottom of the hourglass, glass. Ooh, I try to picture me without you, but I can't. 'Cause we could be immortal, immortals. Just not for long, live for me forever now. Pull the blackout curtains down. Just not for long, we could be immortals, immortals, immortals. Okay, I'll send you guys off now. Bye bye for real.
Majokko Meimi.
Just not for long.